I'm good.
Are you good? What time did you finish from school?
Uh, 2 p.m.
Or at 2 p.m. you finished school?
Mm-hmm.
And how long do you go to school? How long does it take to go to school from your house to your school?
I guess only 10 minutes.
It takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Because I can meet you here again in this Tuesday, and yeah, 1 week was over.
Mm-hmm.
How was your past week? Was it running well, perfectly?
Um, yeah, I guess. And I think it's one, two in the past few weeks.
In the past week, it was running well, right? Can you hear me?
Uh, a little bit lagging, mister.
Okay. Is it
Mm.
clear? Am I talking clearly?
Yes.
Okay. Um. Well. I have sent you your last work about the future plan that you
Future
plan to
plan.
do,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I see that you did it very great because you have used in that writing many ways of expressing your habits, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that was a good start. Mm, but I found some grammar. I found some grammar that you need to improve. For example, if you use uh, will, you have to use would. Okay.
Okay.
So, have you checked your work?
Yes.
Yeah. So, to review our lesson again, could you please tell me? Suppose that I am giving you interview, for example. Okay. Suppose I'm giving you an interview. You're applying for a job, for example. And my question is, what is your future dream in the future? Could you please tell me what your future dreams are in the future?
Um, I really want to be a successful person, and I also like to be a businesswoman, or maybe having a channel or some place uh to
To visit?
influence other. So probably I want to be an influencer or content creator in the future.
Oh, I see. You want to be an influencer. Do you have
Oh yeah.
a YouTube channel?
uh no, I'm not starting yet, but I have a TikTok,
Oh
so
yeah, you
probably.
you have a
Yeah.
TikTok. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I think we can connect on TikTok. We also have a TikTok.
Okay.
Okay, I also have a TikTok. In the TikTok, I upload my works with my students. Uh,
Oh.
every time I'm teaching, I always record my activities with my students,
Mm.
and I I evaluate the growth and the process of my students. So you can check there. And I also have a YouTube channel where I always post our recording. I post there our recording.
Oh.
So every time I'm recording our learning. Okay.
Mm.
So that's why, if you don't mind, I want you also to connect with us on Facebook, if you don't mind. Okay. But
Oh.
yeah, it depends. Okay. Uh,
Yeah, I don't have a Facebook.
oh yeah, you don't have a Facebook.
Mhm. Mm.
So what accounts, what social media do you prefer?
Mm, probably TikTok or Instagram.
Are you active on Instagram?
Not really.
Not really, but once in a week, maybe once in a while, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, okay, go on. Please go on. I'm so sorry for my interruption.
Uh, and I really want to have a business very soon, and hopefully it will goes well. And I want to beside my business, I also
Yeah,
want to uh work in a company which I can um improve and get a higher salary
higher
probably.
salary. Yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all.
Okay. Yeah, I think everyone wants a higher salary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's normal if we are looking for a higher salary. That, for example, one company that employs you one day in the future, and hopefully you get to your dream, you get your dream one day in the future. But don't forget, just do from small things, okay?
Yes.
Starting from a small thing is very important because we have to get through the process. Everything should be on process. We have to get through the process because sometimes life is challenging, and
Yeah.
but when it is your right time, you will get it one day. So that's very good. So in your future dream, of course, there are a lot of things that you might plan to do in your writing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially
Mm-hmm.
your career development, and uh, your salary range. So you want
Mm-hmm.
how much money do you want to get in amount averagely?
Mm-hmm. Probably depending on my job,
Mhm.
but if I can have a request, I probably mm, 10.
10 millions?
Mm-hmm.
10
Yeah,
millions.
if
Okay.
it's
Yeah,
if it's
no,
good.
normal price, I think. Yeah. And to get your dream, what qualifications do you think that you have to require? What qualifications do you think that you have to do from now?
Mm, study more harder because uh we need that knowledge in the future, especially learning technologies. Because if we work in a company, we should know um like technologies, uh how to use computer, and like application like
Yeah.
Word, Excel to make a PPT, and something else,
Mhm.
probably like designing, and also improve my English because I guess they really need someone who can speak English clearly. And
Yeah.
obviously, we need that.
Yeah. Of course, a company, if it is, for example, a company in big cities, they need a person who is capable of English communication, right?
Mhm,
English proficiency is very important because they need someone to handle communication
mhm.
from the outside. So yeah, I think what you're doing now is good. And if it is possible, do you have friends to practice English with outside house or maybe at school? Do you practice your English frequently?
No, no.
Not really. So
Uh,
at school, you don't speak English with your friends?
yes, 100% bahasa
Bahasa English or bahasa Indonesia?
Indonesia, Indonesia.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah,
you speak English only when it is English class?
English. Yeah, English lesson and our talk here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this
Yeah.
I can understand. So that's
Mm.
why you take English class, right?
Yes, because I want to have someone to talk English to.
Yeah. Uh, do your parents, does your mom speak English
No,
and dad?
also no.
No. So you speak Bahasa, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think my input, I would like to recommend you.
Mm-hmm.
if you really want to improve your English besides our class, maybe you
Mm-hmm.
starting TikTok is really good. You can record your voice, okay? Maybe simple English, and you can learn through TikTok. Maybe you can start from maybe simple phrases. So in your speech, in your English, you can communicate in English to make yourself familiar with English, especially with pronunciation and speaking and vocabularies. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
starting a TikTok channel or YouTube channel is good. You can consider about
Yeah.
that one day in the future. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because as you told me that you don't have friends to communicate English with,
Yeah.
and it is really yeah, we can say that it's hard. I also
Mm-hmm.
here I speak English with my wife and my son also we speak English, and moreover I also speak English in course because I'm teaching also English to my students,
Mm-hmm.
but my students are really not into speaking English because they are sometimes not confident like you are. So,
Oh, okay.
they're not confident enough, but they're good in grammar and reading. But in
Mm-hmm.
speaking, I have to uh, acknowledge that they are less confident in speaking English.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe one day, if it is possible, I will ask my students to join our class maybe once in a while in the future if it is possible,
Yeah. Okay.
because
Yeah. That's great.
they also need practice. They also need to practice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so thank you for sharing. That's really very valuable to share today. And the next topic today we are going to discuss is we are going to talk about an idol. I want you to describe more about your idol. Okay, maybe this is a new
Mm-hmm.
topic. New topic. I think every teenager should have an idol in their life, and majority teenagers choose their idols, and some teenagers also stick some wallpapers on their wall. That's because they idolize their someone that they really proud of, right? Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
as to you, who do you think is your idol in your life? And we know that idol is someone that we are really proud of. We can learn from
Mm-hmm.
him or her, and his life is inspiring, and his life is teaching something, something like positive value to our own life. So for you, who has inspired your life so far?
I actually have two idols in my life.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is obviously my mom because
Oh
she
yeah,
is really super thought and she is really kind and she is super strong. And I admire her really much and I love her so much. And and for the second, I like Blackpink, like I said before,
yeah,
because
Blackpink.
they are super talented. Like
Yeah,
how can be there? They are so pretty enough and they good at singing, dancing, rapping, and they're I like their song because um sometimes the lyrics are
yeah.
relatable to our life. And
Oh yeah.
actually after knowing Blackpink, I I like to watch their YouTube channel because sometimes they're making um a show or like a video that really fun to me. And
Something like documentary?
documentary, yeah, probably like that documentary or like a variety show. So I guess it was something fun to me.
Okay. Yeah, Blackpink is now so well known, popular around the world, right?
Mm,
And yeah, I am a father. But I am also still young in age. I still love listening to music. I usually
mm,
play some trending musics to my students because I know that they love it. My students love listening to songs. Yeah, hello. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think Blackpink band is really inspiring a lot of teenagers, especially
Mm.
Indonesian people, right? And
Yeah.
I see some of their members have gone single solo career, right? Like
Solo career. Mm.
yeah, solo career like Lisa, like the popular song ABT, right? So do you hear the
Oh,
song?
that's Rose. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is
Yeah.
a member of Blackpink. So she has
Yeah.
gone solo career, and it was
Mm.
a bomb. And yeah,
It's a pop.
because
Yeah. It's really
uh,
popular.
she she collaborates with an international singer also with
Mm.
Bruno Mars, right?
Bruno.
So
Hmm.
Bruno Mars really helps her career to go viral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're so inspiring for a lot of young generations, and especially for Indonesia. Yeah, Indonesian teenagers love K-pop, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Indonesian teenagers love really K-pop, and that is why it's so popular. Okay, thank you very much. And well, we picked this topic. We are going to learn how to describe a person, and in the description, of course, there are some grammar features and vocabularies that you have to learn later. Okay, that's why
Mm.
I have prepared some texts and also some grammars that you can also later on put in your description. So one day when you are describing someone popular, something like your mom, as you told me that your mom is one of your idols. Yeah, I think a great mom, hardworking and really cares for her child like you, and that's really very very good. And but also remember that to choose an idol you should be more careful. Okay, to choose an idol
Mm.
you should be more careful, because a lot of celebrities, a lot of idols are not really having good quality, not having good
Yeah. Yeah.
attitude
Mm.
that can influence their fans to go
Yes.
to go to the bad side maybe. So
Mm.
something like maybe from Indonesia, there are so many uh, very good actress, maybe very good singer, something like
Mm.
Agnes Monica, right?
Mm.
Do you ever hear about
Yes, I know.
that
I know her.
yeah, she's also an inspiration for a lot of Indonesian young
Yeah.
generation.
Mm.
She's also active in singing and dancing and also business. She has a lot of business
Oh.
nowadays. Not only Indonesia, as I heard that she's also producing food business in USA, for example. So besides singing but she's not acting right now, but she is singing, focusing
Mm.
on singing career, right? Okay, so that is to open up our class. So here is okay. So today is we have done warming up, something like you have choose your idol. You told me that you idolize your mom and a singer,
Mm.
Blackpink band, right? And here is the way how to describe a person. So to describe a person, when you describe a person, you can start from these steps. So number one, you can explain about the characteristics.
Mm.
Okay, look at this presentation. The characteristics using adjectives. So the adjectives means to explain or to modify about the person, the one that you
Mm.
idolize themselves. For example, the adjective that we can use is beautiful. Okay,
Mm.
beautiful, talented, diligent, loving, confident, smart, brave, hardworking, famous, well known, fabulous, amazing, active. So these are some adjectives modify the person to explain about the person. For example, your mom, you explain your mom that your mom is a talented woman, right? Your mom is a talented woman and a loving person, right? She's a loving and talented and very good woman. Anyway, do you know all of the adjectives that I put here?
Mm, yeah, I know. I know.
You know all? Yeah. So
Mm,
that's great. So you can use these adjectives to describe about the person that you really idolize. Okay.
yeah.
And in your description, don't forget to use simple present tense. Okay. We use simple present
Okay.
tense. The pattern is subject plus to be. We can choose is, am, are. If the person is the third singular person, we mostly use is. Okay. And we add here complement. So here is
Yeah.
for example, she is popular. She is popular. He is smart. He is
Mm,
hardworking. She is an active girl. She is charismatic. She is humble. She's confident. She's a determined woman. So these are the qualifications, the positive sides of that person. That's why we choose her or him as our idol, right? Why
mm,
we choose that person as your idol? Of course, because he has a lot of positive qualifications.
mm.
Okay. Uh, yeah, would you please read from number 1 until number 8?
Uh, she is popular. He is smart. He is hardworking. She is an active girl. She is charismatic. She is humble. She is confident. She is a determined woman.
Yeah. Do you know all of the sentences?
Um, what is the meaning of determined?
Determined woman means someone who gives their attention and their concern 100%. So, for example, I determine on my career. I focus. So, determined means focus. Okay. She is a
Um,
determined woman.
is it like bersungguh-sungguh?
Yeah, something like that. Uh, I prepare here the vocabulary. So, determined.
Okay.
Let's see. Look at this.
Mm,
Oh, actually, I don't put determined here. So determined is sungguh-sungguh. We can call sungguh-sungguh,
mm.
but it is much better to say fokus, ya. Wanita
Okay.
yang fokus pada pekerjaannya, something like that.
Mm,
Um, is it
yes.
the
Yeah.
thing that you don't understand? Yeah. So
Mm,
remember to describe your person, you use to be is, okay, when it is only one person. Something like
yeah.
Blackpink is, my mom is a charismatic woman, something like that.
Mm,
Next, we go to the next step. In your description, you can also describe about the person that you choose in your life, something like you use noun. Okay, the noun is something like businessman. You can explain about a businessman, whether he is a
mm,
businessman or a teacher or an artist, okay, or a
mm.
musician or a video editor, a gardener, a stylist, or a designer. Okay, so these are
Okay.
some nouns that you can describe, that you can use to describe the person that you love. Okay. Maybe you
Mm,
can give more examples, something like influencer, okay?
yeah.
Uh, an influencer, musician, uh, a video editor, a motivator, something
Mm,
like that. Do you understand all of these nouns?
mm. Gardener, it's mean
Gardener. Gardener
gar-
is someone whose work is going to the garden. Okay.
Okay.
In Bahasa, we say petani, something like that. Okay.
Oh,
A
okay.
gardener, a farmer. Well, here are some examples. She is a businesswoman. He is a guitarist. He is a designer. He is a singer. She is a model. She is a musician. She is a hard worker. He is an Indonesian actor. He is a presenter of several television programs. And he is a speaker of various seminars. So you explain about his job. Okay?
Okay.
Why you idolize someone, you have to explain about their job, what they are doing, and
Mm,
what qualifications they are having. Um, before we're going further, do you understand all of these simple sentences?
yeah.
Okay. So I think it's clear. Next, let's go to the next step.
Mm,
So the tenses feature that we can learn, that you can learn later on in your writing or in your
mm,
description, remember to use simple present tense. Okay? Simple
okay.
present tense, the form is subject plus verb one plus object. So let me read these sentences and please take a look. Number
Mm,
one, she works very hard all days. He always keeps his family. She makes great music. She speaks very confidently. He listens to a lot of music. Daniel works as an actor. Daniel often travels to England. She has food and beverage business. She performs frequently on stage. He inspires a lot of young generation. Okay, please read from number
mm.
one.
She works very hard all days. He always helps his family. She makes great music. She speaks very confidently. He listens to a lot of music. Daniel works as an actor. Daniel often travels to England. She has food and beverage business. She performs frequently on stage. He inspires a lot of young generations.
Okay. Number eight, she has food and beverage business. Okay, we pronounce this beverage. Okay.
Okay.
Well, simple present tense. Remember, we don't forget to use s for the third singular person. Okay, she works. We have to use s after verb.
Okay.
Okay, we have to understand this. Uh, Mostly in our description text, the subject that you are explaining is only one person, right? So that is why we mostly use letter S after verb one, and we have to use simple present tense if it is explaining till to the moment of speaking. Understand? It is still
Mm,
happening. It is still happening. So we have to use simple present tense. As we know that simple present tense is things or situations that are happening now. That is true now, right?
mm.
Okay. Well, she works very hard all days. Uh, can you change this sentence into negative sentence?
Um, he doesn't work very hard all days.
Sorry?
She doesn't work very hard all day.
Yeah, I think that's right. In negative sentence, we have to we
It's,
have to omit s. Okay, don't use s in negative sentence. So
mm,
it goes to she doesn't work very hard all days. She doesn't work very hard all days, right?
mm, mm.
Okay. Number two, please. Would you change into negative sentence?
Uh, he doesn't always help his family.
Okay. He doesn't always help
Help his family.
his family. Okay, great. Number three.
Uh, She doesn't make great music.
Great music. She doesn't make great music. Number 4.
She doesn't speak very confidently.
Yeah, she doesn't speak very confidently. Okay. Number 5.
He doesn't listen to a lot of music.
Yeah, he doesn't listen to a lot of music. Yeah. Let's go to number 6.
Daniel doesn't work as an actor.
Yeah. Daniel does not work as an actor. Okay. I'm sorry. Number 7.
Daniel doesn't often travel to England.
Daniel doesn't often
Travel to England.
to
To
England.
England.
Okay. To England. Yeah. Next, number 8.
She doesn't have food and beverage.
She
Beverage business.
doesn't have. Okay. So has backs to infinitive, right? She doesn't have
food and beverage business.
Food and beverage business. Yeah. Number 9.
She doesn't perform frequently on stage.
She doesn't perform frequently
On stage.
on stage. Yeah. Number 10.
He doesn't inspire a lot of young generation.
He doesn't inspire a lot of young generation. Yeah, I think you have good grammar knowledge. You have good grammar knowledge, and that's really very important to learn upper English, because if we don't understand grammar, it is very difficult to go to other English topics, right?
Okay.
And so that's so your ability really helps me teach you, and you get me easier to teach. And number 1, she
doesn't work.
She does not work
very hard
all day. Yeah. Can you change into interrogative? How to change this sentence into interrogative form?
Does she works very hard all days?
Does she work very hard all days? Yeah. Does she work very hard all days? So don't use any more s in your sentence. Okay. So the use of s is only used for positive form.
Okay.
Okay. Do you remember that? Okay. For example, number 2, he always helps his family. Does he always help his family? Okay. Does he always help his family? And number 3, she makes great music. Does she make great music? Okay. And number 4, please.
Does she speak very confidently?
Yeah. Number 5.
Does he listen to a lot of music?
Does he listen to a lot of music? Okay. I think you have understood it, and I believe that you can change these sentences into interrogative. And because I still have some points here to explain. And then in your writing, in your description text, we also use simple past tense. So not all the time we use simple present, because someone in their life also can describe about their life in which that was already over. Okay. But in the description, we can use simple present statement, and we also can use simple past statement. It is
Okay.
based on the time, based on the tense. So here, for example, let's pay attention. In the writing or in the description, we can tell what they used to do, like the topic we have learned last week, right? So we have learned this topic on last meeting. So remember, when the sentence is simple past tense, we have to use verb to. Okay, we have to use verb to when it is verbal sentence. But when it is a nominal sentence, we can use to be, something like was and were. Okay, let's listen and read these sentences. Please give your attention. She went to the best university. He studied for 3 years in North Sumatra University. He ever won many competitions. She got a lot of experiences working in big companies. He became well known in the 2012 action film, The Red Redemption. Taslim was born in South Sumatra, Indonesia. He won several gold medals from 1997 to 2009 in Asian and national championships. She started her career in the entertainment industry at the age of 6 as a child singer. She signed a recording deal with the US label The Cherry Party. He took office in October 2012. Okay, let's exchange turn, and it is your turn now.
She went to the best university. He studied for 3 years in North Sumatra's university. He ever won many competitions. She got a lot of experiences working in big companies. He became well known in the 2012 action film The Red Redemption. Taslim was born in South Sumatra, Indonesia. He won several gold medals from 1997 until 2009 in Asian and national championships. She started her career in the entertainment industry at the age of 6 as a child singer. She signed a recording deal with the US label The Cherry Party. He took office in October 2012.
Yeah. So let's try to break down. Do you understand the sentences from number 1 until number 10? Let me know.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. Okay, if you have understood, now let's learn the tense. As I told you that in a description text, we also sometimes can use simple past tense. So we have to remember to use verb to. She went to the best university means that it happened a long time ago before now. Okay, it happened a long time ago before now. So that therefore we use simple past tense. And number 2, he studied for 3 years in North Sumatra University. So remember to use studied, verb to, right? Okay, okay, I think you can understand. And number 3, he ever won many competitions. He ever won many competitions. So we use here verb to. Won means win. Okay. And number 4, she got a lot of experiences working in big companies. She got a lot of experiences working in big companies. So we use here got. Verb to. And then he became well known in the 2012 action film The Red Redemption. Pay attention to became is verb to. Where does became come from?
Become.
Yeah, become. Okay, great. And number 6, Taslim was born in South Sumatra, Indonesia. So look at this. Simple past tense also can be in